Hey guys, it's Saturday Night Live. All right, just waiting to see if anyone wants to hop on, guys. I thought I would just hop on and do some out of the nowhere spontaneous Saturday Night Live readings. We'll see if anyone wants to hop on. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll open my computer so I can share out. Hold on. Let's see where I am here, guys. Let's see. See where we am. Is anyone there? Just sharing out for a second, guys. I'm actually got my computer here. Just hopping on for some spontaneous Saturday Night Live readings tonight. Just do a few this evening. I'm not invited to any party, so I might as well create my own party, right? Create my own party. All right, let's see here, guys. Videos. What the heck? Videos. Let's see. I don't see myself yet. Oh, there I am. Share. Let's just get a little sharing going on here, guys. Sharing is caring, eh? For options groups. Let's see here, guys. Just sharing out a little bit, guys. If anyone's there, no one's there. That's all right. That's all right. I can create my own party. Create my own party. In your spirit. Hopefully you don't mind me sharing out on your site, Kimmy. Sharing out, guys, for a second. Create my own Saturday night party. Party. If anyone wants to hop on, I'm going to be doing some Saturday Night Live readings tonight, guys. Some Saturday Night Live readings. I remember as a kid or younger adult, watching SNL. I used to love it back in the day, way back in the day when like Eddie Murphy was on, and usually even as a young adult, I never could stay up super late. I'd get tired no matter what. But on occasion, I would catch Saturday Night Live. Steve Martin, remember him? Martin Short. My mother used to love Rosanna Rodana, or whatever her name was. My mom used to love her. Rosanna Dana, that's what it was. Rosanna Dana. So, not much exciting happening for me tonight here. So I thought I would just come on and do some lives, guys. I thought I would do some 11:11 quickies. So if you guys have a question, we'll do some quickies. I'll wait, see if anyone wants to hop on. Don't see anyone there, guys. So I'll just wait and see. So Spirit has been, this morning I did a Ria on the Run message. So I'll just, till we get any viewers on, I'll just relay that really quick. And what Spirit is saying is we're all being called to present our divine frequency imprint, our own expression of our innate self, which is divinely and intricately and connected to our heart space, like no different than a snowflake. We have a unique, that's the word, a unique expression, and we're all being called forth to bring forth that through creation, through that expression in whatever way, shape, or form that is, whether it's the way you engage with someone, whether you're creating art in some way, shape, or form, whether you are creating a business, a modality, a healing, just the way you're engaging in general is so unique to you. But we're being called forth for those watching now. When we are coming to this fork in the road, we might think we got to go this way or that way when we come to this split. But what we're being called for is not this, not that, but the middle. the middle that is connected to your heart space. And a lot of times when we get these ideas and guidance from spirit, we might doubt our own abilities or our own gifts and talents and those things that make us unique. And we are right now tapping in to the Akash. We are tapping into our heart space where so much is supporting us at this new frequency of what we're allowing from our heart. All of the heart healing you guys have done, all of the shadow work, all of the introspection, all of the reflection, all of the going within. What it has actually done is activated multidimensional parts of you on multidimensional timelines, and you're receiving that information. So when you come up with an idea, we might doubt ourselves and think, oh, I'm not worthy, or I don't have a master in that. I don't have training in that philosophy. I don't have a degree in that. What do I got to share? What do I got to bring forth in this world? I've just been a mom, or I've just been this or that or the other thing. But holy shit, what you guys aren't maybe realizing is it is taking into account this creation that's coming forth from us now is all the timelines where you are a shamanic healer, the timelines where you are a pirate, the timelines where you are a mom, a farmer, the timelines where you are a witch or you are a warlord. Right now, all of those energies are coming forth in this present moment of now. That's how powerful you are. That's what you've unleashed and opened up within you as you did your inner work. As you connect to your heart, you're literally opening up portals, timelines available to you now to support you. I was watching a video, like I mentioned this morning, of my Mother Earth heart cards. Where the heck are they? All these heart cards. And in the video, I said, oh, these were 3 years in the making. These have been in the making 3 years. But really, the 3 years were the pictures, or maybe putting them together or writing down my messages that go with them. But in reality, they weren't 3 years in the making. They are eons in the making. All of the energies opening up, the well of wisdom and insight and knowledge available to us now from all of these other timelines. So don't discount the energy that is being put into a creation you are creating, or a path that you are taking, or an ability that you are delving into. It isn't just this timeline now, guys. It is eons, many in your Akash, your heart, your portal to all that you've ever experienced, which is simultaneously, by the way, happening now. It's not 1796, even though the energy of 1796 may be applied. It is energies of all the yous that you might not be aware of, that you're experiencing simultaneously, and actually flooding and allowing into this moment of now. It is you are so, when they say you are so much more powerful than you realize, you are so much powerful than you realize. Tino, do you want to do some readings with me? I asked your Sana, I asked Caleb, would you like to pop on? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but if anybody, hey Lauren, I'm going to do some readings if I can get this party started. What the hell's the song? Is it the Black Eyed Peas? Are they the ones that do let's get this party started? So I'm doing a Saturday Night Live, an episode of my own. I want to wait and see if I get anyone on first, guys. I'm going to do some readings. If you guys want to share out, I'll pull you a quickie. I see just Lauren and Tino right now. So we're really being called to anchor all of those energies in this moment through our whatever we're being guided to anchor and to express. And we have done so much activating, but the activating is energies that we've already held within us. It's just being activated. And what's being activated is those gifts, those talents, those wisdom, the knowledge, the knowing, the creative ability to write right now, or the creative ability to heal that you didn't know you had. I think I'm just going to do a collective angels and ancestors right now. I want to see what timeline is opening up as a collective right now, just for mostly you guys right now. And those watching later, you guys are all called to be masters. All right, get this party started on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, it's like I got no stinking place to go. Kids are hanging out. I did a RIA on the run this morning, but I'm just feeling like all of a sudden I just feel this push to just read, 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 read. And as we read and as we exchange energies, we're really activating codes within ourselves. It activates us. I was just thinking about that. I'm busy with family. All right, Tino. Um, there's not really anybody else on yet, Lauren. So I'm resting up from a walk anyways. All right. So I'm gonna do a quickie right now for the collective, and we'll see if anyone else comes on. These two cards were hanging out too. So I'm gonna do a collective unless we get some people joining us on this Saturday. What the heck did I have in the banner? Siga. I did not spell that correctly. I forgot. I put a J instead of an H. Let me just put here, guys, for now and later. Hold on here. I'm just gonna stick that. And Tino, I'll pull you a card for just showing up as well. And Lauren as well, if you want, if you don't mind sharing out, post comment. I'm going to do some quickies for anybody who might be hanging out in the background. Oops. Hold on, guys. But I'm going to do a collective, and whoever watches this now or later, you can feel into how this resonates to you. But we're all being called to take that you've heard of Buddha, how Buddha teaches the middle path, and how that's relating to us here and now when we have a split, when you come to a fork in the road and you think, oh, I got to go this way, or should I do this? But really what you're being called to is to create and to pave your own path. I used to have a vehicle, you guys all know about the Trailblazers, and I used to like that because to me it signified blazing my own trail. PayPal got me / yeah. Thank you for your offer, Lauren, to come on. So I just want to see what kind of energies, guys. Sorry, Night Live. I can't even spell. Go figure. We both know what I have to do. Putting myself in the investor's shoes explains it way more than Clarissa ever could. I don't know who Clarissa is. Hey, Gina. Thank you for joining, beautiful soul sister. Oh my God. So oh my God. Just thank you so much, Gina, for everything you sent me today. And I shared it with Caleb. And I sent it in Messenger, but he didn't get it. So then I literally wrote out the story you told me about you seeing him as a pirate. It all resonates. And I know there's many lifetimes where we're connected in ways, shapes, or form. So I love that you actually picked up that I was also his mom, or am his mom on that timeline. And you know how he's a pirate? Well, Caleb, and he is really obsessed with money and wealth and all of that. And he always wants it to come through other people. So that makes sense how it tied into that pirate timeline, because he does expect, oh, mom or Bob, his stepdad, or whoever, you guys are going to make whatever. And then he wants to reap the rewards of other people's efforts. It's just kind of funny. It makes sense. But even his depression is deeply tied into bringing forth the clearing and healing of all those timelines where he's had heartache or he has had loss. So that makes complete sense as well, Gina. But I won't get off on that because the other viewers won't know what the hell I'm talking about. Hey, Teresa, I just got done eating. Okay. My fortune cookie says, little brooks make great rivers. What do you get from that? Little things turn into big things. Oh my God. Yes, Tino, you are so gifted, Tino. You are so gifted. God. Yeah, little brooks make big rivers. So little brooks too, like little brooks will gather and then they merge with other bodies and other streams of water. So like different brooks might be streaming, branching into a river, and then rivers come together and merge, and then pretty much they're all going into this huge ocean. So yeah, Tino, this is a good point. Thank you so much for sharing this. Don't dismiss what you have done in this. Okay, so what they're saying is don't dismiss the efforts that you see on this timeline that you have made, because right now all of the other timelines, all of the other support systems and gifts and energies and talents and experiences that you have had that you're not conscious of are literally merging into this timeline. So it's about merging and allowing the energies from other timelines, but it's also about allowing and merging the energies of your soul group, your tribes, your platforms, all of the things that you are doing, even though they might not even seem related, are actually merging into a greater expression of you. So say, Tino, you do Perone Productions. Tino is an awesome actor, producer, and director of small films and stuff. So you can look at Perone Productions for Tino. But oh my God, so he just graduated last year and he has so much talent and he's so beautiful and he's so in tune with the energies. So you can do Perone Productions. Say maybe one day you really love making cookies. Maybe you decide you like doing readings and mysticism and the mystical. And maybe some days you like to go for a walk, or some days you just want to do something that seems not related. They're saying they're all related through your passion and joy and through your excitement. So even pathways that don't, branching little rivers and brooks collecting to a river who merge with other rivers who merge into the ocean, even though they might not seem relatable, they're all still relatable, and they're all serving and compounding into the expression that you came to deliver in this timeline, Tina. Fun fact about me, I save all my fortune cookies. I love that, Tino. So what do you save them in a little, the cookie or the fortune, right? Do you save them in I'm just curious, what do you put them in? Do you put them in a jar? Do you put them in a box? Hey, Pam, thank you for joining, guys. It's Saturday Night Live. No place to go, so I'm creating my own party here. The Saturday Night Live. Going to do some 11/11 readings for personals. And those, you guys that share out, I'll give you an individual. But right now, I save all my fortune cookies from all the cookies I eat. Yeah, your fortunes. Where do you put them? Just curious, where do you put them? I'm going to do a collective for you all. So I was talking about how, like, in one of my videos, I was talking, or you guys can say, oh, my business or my cards or my paintings are 3 years in the creation, but they're really more than 3 years, because in reality, there's no time, and you're an energetic being containing multidimensional energy and wisdom and knowledge. So whatever you're creating right now is holding all of that wisdom from all the other timelines. So it's not just like, even your ability to speak or express or deliver a message to someone, it's not just in that moment. That moment is connected to all moments, multidimensional parts of you. And that's how you're so powerful. When you connect to your heart space in the now, you connect to that center and you listen, whatever is being guided, that guidance even is not just this moment of now. It's based on a culmination of the experiences that you've had as part of your God self, all adding to the now. Yes, let's celebrate. Yeah, celebrate frickin' you, Gina, Lauren, Teresa, Pam, Tino, me. Let's celebrate life and every moment. Oh my gosh. This even goes to a post that I saw, I don't know, the other day, and it says, don't save up for that future day. Don't save your good clothes, or don't save your good jewelry, or don't save that bottle of wine for in the future. There's no better time than the now to drink that bottle of wine, or to wear that diamond ring, or to do whatever it is you're saving for a special occasion. It had something to do with, tied in with a special occasion. Now is a special occasion, guys. Celebrating who you are now, because within the now, all the multidimensional use and timelines and experience also exists now. How beautiful. All right, so to get to the cards for the collective for today, and then I'll do some quickies for you guys. Celebrate good times to come. Exactly. And in celebrating and being thankful and anticipating good times to come, you're already creating the momentum for that to be delivered, Lauren. Thank you. All right, so we got, take note of intuitive messages. That's representing the cycles. Even, oh my God. So what's coming to me immediately right now is all of these cycles of the moon are actually, they're actually portals unto themselves. You can think of, okay, here's Gina at a timeline. Oh, here's Lauren and Gina. They were actually a couple. Or here's me and Teresa over here. And anyways, all of these different timelines and portals are all entering this huge portal of the now. So it's a culmination of all these other experiences all merging into this now experience. Yeah, I know this is the moon. I know it's about cycles. So there's also a message about honoring cycles, honoring divine timing, and all of that. But what I'm getting from it, from what Spirit has been bringing forth is the merging of all of these timelines, all of these experiences, fulfilled and not fulfilled, unknowing, unhealed, all entering this moment of now. How awesome. So that's a message unto itself. Shalom, master, be graceful in movement and in action. To be graceful in movement and in action, you really got to be present. You've got to really be tuned in. He's tuned into this ball. To me, I'm just calling it a ball of energy. He's got this is wicked standing out. He's got a really, really long thumbnail here. I don't know. I'm going to have to read the book on this one, but I'm going to read what I see intuitively. There's a dragon. So this is about releasing that dragon power, burning off all of the doubt, the sense of unworthiness in order to empower yourself in the moment and to gain all of these support systems, gifts, and talents that you've awakened through your healing, that you've awakened through going within and also doing shadow work. The moon, bringing things into illumination that were unconscious, bringing them into your awareness, and the dragon burning off that which does not serve you, and also transmuting energy to bring you to that present moment of now and to ground all that you are in the here and now, represented by the red robe. So it's about being graceful in movement and action. So to be graceful, you really got to be tuned into the now, like someone on a balance beam or someone doing a dance performance. You really got to be in the now. You can't be worrying about that next step, or you're going to flub up. You're going to flub up because you're not really in the moment. You're already worried about the next step, or say a skater or anybody in a tournament. You really got to be present and in the zone, because once you step out of it, then you flub up because you're not in that now with that body moving and being graceful. So when you're in the now, you are more graceful and you move more fluidly. It's more fluid. It's not force. It's not through force and might and worrying about it. It's about being so present in the now that everything just stems from that now presence of your God source energy from your heart. So I'm going to get to that one in a second. In Oracle, oh, here's your card, Gina. Wait for important information. Well, all of that important information is gained from your presence in the now, through allowing the culmination of all your energies to be available to you now. And not only that, like I was telling Caleb, he does suffer from like depression and mood swings and unworthiness and not being and all of that stuff. But from what I've picked up on his other timelines, he's had a lot of tragedy. He's experienced a lot of loss. And in this lifetime, his connection with his dad, he feels isn't what he wanted it to be. But any trigger and any catalyst that you're having now, it will bring up wounds that have not been healed from other timelines. And now is the time to wrap that shit up. Now is the time of the grand awakening. And the grand awakening happens through the grand healing, balancing, allowing, coming to your center, feeling into the moment. And then you become that oracle. You become that oracle like Gina. You become that oracle where you see clearly, because you've burned off with the dragon, the truth of the dragon. You've burned off the illusions. You've burned off the distortion. Whoops, the distortions. Whoops. And now you're receiving the essence. You're smelling the essence, the leftover smoke of all that you've healed, balanced, allowed, loved, discovered that was not the complete truth. So all of these are really going together really, really well, dictating us opening up through our own healing. And healing is always being catalyzed or triggered from our outside, causes us to go within and do the inner work. There's no way around it but going through it, going through the feelings, going through the emotions, doing the inner work, the work that has been unconscious, or the work that we didn't want to deal with. And then we come to that moment and we gain that balance, we gain that gracefulness, that movement, and so much more, so much is revealed to us through that allowing, through the moment, through doing the inner work. I just want to see what the Shaolin Master is. So hold on here, guys. Where's the little book to that? Hold on here, guys. Maybe I don't need the book. Oh, it's right in front of me. These don't have holy shit. What I just noticed looking down before I looked, this ball is the yin yang. It is the complete unification emerging of the darkness and the light, the balance between the yin and the yang. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little symbol. It's literally the yin yang in there, allowing the darkness and the light to merge together to create something new. Between the yin and yang, there's that gray line. It's the center of the storm. It's that place of creation where the two opposing forces come together to create something new. It also is bringing to mind the split in the path, or when the rivers divide or branches or paths come to a fork. It's about taking each opposing force. We could go left, we could go right, but you know what? Why don't we connect to the middle and go and create our own path, paving your own way? All right, guys. And that is all achieved through balance. I'm going to peek your ass. Hold on here, guys. Texas. Okay, so the Shaolin master is be graceful in movement and action, slow and steady, breathe and flow, take a gentler approach. So it's not about force. It's not about writing a spreadsheet of what you want to achieve per se. It's okay to do that, but then put it to the side, put the intent out there. But the slow and steady wins the race. It's not about projecting too far into the future. It's about being totally in the moment. The Shaolin master calls forth the ninja. I like that, the ninja within. Shaolin medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation and to tap into energy running through your body to preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. So it's divine timing. It also teaches subtlety, because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you are working on. The Shaolin master, like a monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided in his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You too are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, choices, and actions. You're being extended messages, you're being guided to flow like the water. Tino, you brought up the water earlier about the brook. So that was totally goes with yours. You said you see you tomorrow, Tino. You mentioned about his fortune tonight was about the brook makes great rivers. And this is funny because it connects to that river symbolism. Don't feel you need to rush. A gentle approach will make you more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself, how can you move with the flow? Well, the flow, we enter the flow in every moment through surrendering and allowing what is before us. Can you slow down or make more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All in this will be incredibly beneficial for when the next thing happens. And not only that, it makes you more aware. So you're not forcing your energy to go ahead in time. You're actually utilizing your energy more efficiently, just like a martial artist as well. And then you hit in the appropriate timing. You move in the appropriate timing. You know when to block. You know when to punch. You know when to kick. You can sense and feel everybody else's energy because you're present within your own being. And then you utilize the energy to be most effective on divine timing. So that's also a card on trust as well. All right, guys, thank you. That was beautiful. All right. I have not eaten in 19 hours. Why? Are you doing a mini fast? Caleb was going to not eat for a week. He was going to fast for a whole week. And I think, what did you last, Caleb? A day? But still, how many? You went 3 days without eating? 48 hours. So it is good to cleanse your body. Or just not hungry, Lauren. All right, guys. So we're a party of 4. one moment. You may be seated here at the Temple of the Sun. I will take your order. Um, so if you guys have shared out and want a quickie, let me know. And I did stick a PayPal if you guys want a more thorough reading. But otherwise, I'm going to just do readings about a question, if you guys have a question or whatever Spirit wants to bring forth. But it was in general about activating and anchoring your divinity and creating that new path. So maybe you would like some insight on advice or support or energy that has to do with you anchoring that new path. Maybe it's an energy from an ancestor that you didn't know was available to you now, or you might realize, oh my God, that's why I love writing all of a sudden out of nowhere. Oh, that's why I like cooking. Or, oh man, that's why I'm so connected to Mother Earth. And then it gives you the opportunity to draw on that support from an aware state. My appetite for fool or food is diminishing. I wish my appetite for food was diminishing, Gina. But I used to eat a lot more. Like, when you used to go to I used to go to Chinese buffets, and I could go up to the buffet like a few different times, and I would just pack it in. So I don't feel the need to pack it in, thank God, like I used to. Only instead of being negatively compromised in a sick way is too powerful. I have come to realize I have autoimmune issues. All right, guys. So would anyone like a quickie, or do you guys just want me to end it here with that collective? Let me know. Yeah, I know you meant food. But would you say my appetite for fool? But no, in a way that totally relates to you, Gina, because you said my appetite for fool is diminishing. Well, you're not so foolish, but you always act on your instinct, and that's what an oracle does. It allows what wants to come forth, and you do have that, like the Fool card, where you step out off a ledge, you so trust in what you're receiving, and you put it out there. So that's really beautiful. But in that, you're not a fool. All right. I will take a quickie wheelchairs. That's so funny you said wheelchairs because Mythos was looking at the Amazon wish list. His birthday's coming up in March, and he goes to me out of nowhere, Mommy, Mom, do you have plans for my birthday? And I'm like, well, no. Did you want to make plans? Do you have specific plans? He goes, no. Do you have plans for my birthday? And then he brings out the Amazon wish list, and there was a remote in the wish list, the Christmas catalog of a guy in a wheelchair. So I thought that was kind of funny you're mentioning wheelchairs, because I've never seen a wheelchair remote with somebody in it. So that was kind of cool. Everybody plays the fool sometimes, some more than others, including myself. But it was all done in trust and beauty and love. So it's beautiful to play that part because, that's how you make your gains. You got to take chances in life. You got to trust. And sometimes that requires you to step off a cliff in a guided sort of way. All right. Everyone's got to play the fool. Yeah, I think I've heard that song before. Is that kind of a country, or who sings it, Lauren? Lauren, this is for you. You got Summer. So this is just the energy supporting you and helping you as you create your own individual path and anchor into that. And you've got Summer, bask in joy and light. I recently did a little post, and it says that the new medicine is joy. It's funny, you just said you think you have autoimmune disease, and I know that you were private messaging me about some plans and stuff like that, but about being an investor without the joy. So to me, the joy, you gotta bring forth more joy in your life, more joy, Lauren. That is helping you right now. And there are lives where, are you the one that mentioned too about it being 72 or something? Because I know you live like in everyday summer in where you live, Phoenix, is it? Arizona? So it's always summer. So about basking in that joy and light. So that's your support system, and that's going to help you on your path of anchoring in your own divine frequency imprint, joy, bringing forth joy. And I know bees work hard, but they also make honey. So you can merge the working. I know you are very disciplined. Are you a Capricorn, is it? Earth sign? Methodical, detailed, you really like to have your plans and work hard and put forth the effort and talk about that a lot, even though you give yourself crap for being lazy and having to get with it. What they're saying is they want you to merge work with joy. They want you to merge your work with joy, and then you're going to have an abundance of honey, which is more joy and sweetness to life. So I'm feeling you need to put some joy in your life. Work and joy do not have to be separate from themselves. The joy and the work actually have to merge to have that wicked, true flow and abundance. Teresa says queen bee. And all the little other bees, worker bees, serve that queen bee. So you can get more help and support from the universe, the worker bees, as you tune into the joys of your heart and merge work with joy. Thank you, Teresa, for that. So you can think of all the worker bees behind the scenes working as you allow yourself to lighten the work by allowing the universe to take care of the details as you do immerse in joy. And of course, there is the balance, because we had that Sholem card where it showed the balance, unifying. So to me, a lot of times, me growing up, work was separate from playtime. You know what I mean? Just like in general, the collective, the weekend is the time of fun. The work week is time for work, hence hump day, hence, Friday. Thank God it's Friday. But in general, what they're saying is we can merge the two to work as one. Very beautiful. The PS5 was cool to play at the kiosk. I hate video games, but all of my kids like video games. That's why I thought you're a Capricorn. Sun. So something about the sun. So taking all of that effort, hard work, and the tediousness and incorporating it with the sun. Leo moon in Cancer. Oh, I'm Cancer moon, Libra rising, but Leo moon. So that fire, that drive, that wanting to be number one, stand out. And then the Cancer rising, those feelings and emotions. All right. Let's see here. Lauren, you are the nectar of life. Beautiful. That is so beautiful, Gina. My father would say, you know what Friday means. Monday is closer. So really strong work ethic, huh? Sun is in the 7th house, and that is the sun of well, I don't know what the 7th house is, but I know 7 in general, it's a 7 year. 7 in general represents the divinity, going within, connecting. So as you go within, you connect to more joy through just allowing yourself to be. Anybody else? Anybody else share out and would like a quickie? You're welcome, Lauren. Thank you so much. Thank you for holding space for this message, Lauren. And that's a good reminder and message for all of us. It's a time of unification, not separation. Work, play, well, guess what? They can be united as one. Have fun in your work. Anyone else? Or is the party like shutting down partnerships? Gina loves your dad. I'd like to know, Gina, how you're tied in with Lauren as well. Because I feel like a lot of us, Gina, are coming together with our soul tribe, but that soul connection from other timelines where we're really here to help support and activate or hold space for one another, reflect each other's God in a way that we don't see it for ourselves. Yes, Teresa. Tina, I need a card, I feel. Tina? Oh, Tina, I just saw you. Welcome, Tina. Simone. Yes. So if you shared out, let me know. I'm doing really some just real quickies for Sherry Outers. If you want a little more in-depth reading, I'm doing some 11 quickies. Thank you, Gina. So, but I already have, I'm thinking Teresa, and then I'm going to do you, Tina. If you go back to the beginning of this, it talks a little bit about kind of what the, I think the readings that are coming through, it's about opening up and creating our own path. So when you come to a fork in the road, you don't have to go left, you don't have to go right. You can take your own path and create your own path. And that own path has actually been in the workings for eons, because as we do the healing and do our self-work and enter within for our answers instead of looking without, we enter our God self, and all of that energy is multidimensional on many timelines. So we're actually opening up to the support of these timelines we might not be conscious of, these gifts and abilities and energies that we weren't taught as kids and that we weren't told that were available to us. So this card for you, this is for Teresa though, even though I'm going to do you, Tina, in a second, is Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. And this is a timeline where we are wrapping up a lot of ancestral patterns. We're literally we are being called to do the healing to end the cycles, to end the cycles, to end the cycles of repression, maybe to end the cycles of really deep set limiting religious beliefs, to end the cycle of victimhood, to end the cycle of being lower than or less than, to end the cycle of no pain, no gain, certain ideals and all of that kind of stuff of the ancestors. So Teresa, you are really gaining a lot of support from your elders to help assist you in breaking those ancestral patterns. I believe there's a timeline where you have broken that, like the future self. So the future self is your elder self, and you have broken those timelines, and he or she or that energy is supporting you now. And I know that you're also very spiritually conscious, awakened, enlightened, tuned in. And that's because you're allowing this elder, your future self, to assist you to be in the energy of already healing those ancestral patterns. So very beautiful. And even this looks like all the little lives that you've breaking free from, all of the timelines where you've gone within, connected to your divinity, connected to your own truth, and in that you've dissipated and healed the outside cycles. So all of these different timelines of going within and connecting to your divinity is coming forth in that elder, and that is your staff. That is what you lean on. That's what you look for your guidance moving forward, Teresa. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Very beautiful. Grounding that, healing the feelings of not feeling safe in this world, feeling grounded in this world, feeling connected to Mother Earth, and grounding that energy, and in having that joy and trust and confidence in your guidance, in your path, in your now. Very beautiful, Teresa. All right, so Tina. Yes. Shoo. All right. So weird. I'm going to pull you another one, but when I was talking to you, Tina, I actually had you in my energy for Teresa, and I almost was going to shift to you instead of Teresa. So I feel this is definitely a card that relates to both of you, and so probably the next one will be too. And maybe you and Teresa have these kind of energies that are very, very similar, because I was talking to you as I was speaking, as I was shuffling, but yet I knew I was supposed to do Teresa first because I was already there. And Spirit does it, merges, it weaves, it connects energies. So that message I just gave Teresa is for you as well. So I'm feeling that's both for you and Teresa. But now that I see you, I do want to just pull something. I just want to pull something different. I'm going to pull you a conscious spirit. So from that information in that card, what are you becoming conscious of in this moment of now? You feel that every day. Yeah, it's so beautiful. So you're tied into the future life, and you too, Tina, but Teresa, that was specifically, but Tina, it ties into you as well. You will resonate or gain or discern what you need from that message. So you are living in just that future version where you were already healed. So that's why you're able to enjoy where you are now. You've allowed that information. Something catalyzed you in this life that connected you and opened up to the future version where you did do the healing, the clearing, and the balancing and harmonizing. All right, Tina, what does Tina need to hear from the conscious, what is it called? Enlightened consciousness? And I'm going to get something to eat. Boop. All right, so this one. Nature spirits. I love this. So very strong connection to Mother Earth, recognizing yourself in Mother Earth, gaining that balance, that equilibrium, that groundedness in Mother Earth. And I know, Teresa, this also fits you as well. You're very connected to Mother Earth. What it is, it's the number of 35, nature spirits. So you might connect with that fairy energy, the sprites, the elementals, the crystals, the rocks, the leprechauns, the elves, all of those beautiful magical energies are assisting you. They're telling me you have a timeline as one of is it fairy or is it elf? Both, they're saying. You have timelines where you are a fairy and an elf, and those timelines are assisting you in bringing light, fun, playfulness in your connection in your physical world, Tina. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on Earth. So you've done that in the past, and that energy is benefiting you now. It's pouring in 35 again adds up to a 8, which is abundance, and it also looks like the infinity sign, the sideways 8. So you are gaining the abundance from the timelines where you were a protective elemental, a sprite or a fairy or an elves, and you really help to protect and bring life and light to Mother Earth. And in this life, you're reaping the rewards of that. So maybe you feel strong connections to Mother Earth and guidance and connection. She assists you. She knows you by name. I respect, okay, and that's what I said. Respect nature, elemental beings, and help preserve life on Earth. And also, you might connect to crystals and the elementals and grids and what is it called when you make a grid work. Those are really effective for you because those are energies that are supporting you from other timelines that you really delved into and experienced. So you hold that energy and information and wisdom and knowledge. And so crystals and stones and all of that elemental fairy realm can really assist you because you have an open connection to it because it is part of who you are. Very beautiful. So in the picture itself, yeah, just freedom and lightness. You feel a sense of freedom in Mother Earth. You feel a sense of home. Beautiful, because that's in you. All right. Very beautiful, Tina. Thank you so much. Hey, Kelly Ann Kingsley. Good to see you. Trying to. Yeah, so no, Tina, when you do get those inklings or guidance or little insights when you're outside connected to Mother Earth, or you might see a book or a fairy or an elemental or a crystal, and you see that in your awareness. Those are like that energy speaking to you within you. It's reflecting that. It's going to aid you and help you. So don't doubt, just be open to receiving. And this knowledge, I think it's going to hit you more and more as well as you move on your journey and on your path. All right. So today's Friday. We're starting our own party here, Kellyanne Kingsley. It's a short and sweet party, Friday Night Live. And I was doing some 11:11 quickies. But if you shared out and would like a quickie before I get off, let me know. Before I sign out, I am good. We're talking about the energies that are available to us now as we step forward on our path. When we meet a fork in the road, we don't have to go left or right. We're actually utilizing energies from eons to be supporting us and to help create our new path in the now. So if you would like a quick angels and ancestor card, let me know. And it's just about bringing into awareness a timeline representing who we are, or the gifts or the energies that we're actually utilizing as we anchor our divine frequency imprint. All right, Kelly, I'll pull you one. Shoo. So what does Kelly need to know? What timeline is she opened up to in this now that is aiding and supporting her in her creation going forward, in her expression, in her anchoring her own divine frequency? What is most prevalent or what needs to be brought into her awareness? And we got Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. So it's about tuning into that inside connection, removing and releasing the labels. So this is a timeline where you have done that. You've removed the labels, the definitions, the expectations, where you really came to a really intimate, close connection to your own heart space. And most likely you have done that as well in this timeline. But that is what is supporting you. It's that unfiltered, uncontaminated self-love, self-acceptance, and experiencing that in this physical world. So in this physical world, you might have wrapped up some energies of feeling not loved, not enough, not worthy. And that could have been triggered by outside experiences that force you to go within and connect to the love that you hold within your heart space, your own God love, your self-love, self-acceptance, where only true fulfillment comes from. It's an inside job, and we have to connect to it in here until we experience it on the outside. So you are definitely connecting to a timeline where you've already achieved that. It's already there. It's like a future self. Love and let yourself be loved. Totally immersed in your own essence, the truth of who you are. You're here to anchor the effect, the reflection in the mirror, the result, the consequence of self-love in this physical experience. Because it's red, representing that root chakra, anchoring that sense of safety, home, abundance, fulfillment, being provided for in this timeline. So you are anchoring that energy of safety and home in this life through self-love, that version of you where you are loved completely and you are free to be you, represented by the wings. You are so confident in that peace with yourself. No more masks, no more labels, no more definitions, no more expectations, just free to be you. That's what you are anchoring in this timeline. Yes, girl. And that's what I wish for all of us, because that's where true freedom lies, true fulfillment. All right. Thank you for holding space for that energy, Kelly Ann. That's beautiful. That is the core of what we all need to connect and receive to create in this physical world. We got to have that. All right, guys, I am in receptive mode. Yes, Kellyanne, and she is so in receptive mode. She's open. Her eyes are closed to the outside world. She's tuned into her own vibe. All right, thank you. Hey, Virginia, may I have an angel card? All right. All right. If you've shared out, please. If you haven't shared out, please share out. Angel. Well, they're all angelic to me. Oh, angel. Yeah. So these are angels and ancestors. So I'll pull you one of those. Sure. Virginia, what does Virginia need to know? The energy that is supporting her from a past or quote unquote future timeline, a multi-dimensional her on some other timeline that is really supporting and aiding her now. An experience she's having somewhere else that is opening up as a give and take energy exchange in this here and now. You're welcome, Kelly. Thank you so much. And thank you for shining your light here. Virginia Oravik. Oop, this just fell out. So what do we got? Hunter. We got Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Oh, this is beautiful. So as you track down and hunt to get those desires you want, you simultaneously have to transmute and work through those fears. So what it's saying is you know what you want, you have goals, you are tuned in, you are feeling and knowing the path that you're supposed to be on. But to be on that path and to get what you want, you're going to have to work and move through the fears. And fears are gifts allowing us to know that we are believing in something that we need to let go of. That isn't true. And that is the thing that keeps the wall between what we know and know we want and can have. It's that wall that we are working through and bursting through to get to the other side of what it is that we are creating, desiring, hunting for in life. So you are going through fears and working through them, and you're realizing the fears are just illusions that you've created to get to the truth of who you are, to let go of a belief, a sense of unworthiness, or maybe deep down you think you can't have all that you desire, or maybe you're not going to have a successful hunt, but you are. Those fears are teaching you about yourself. And know that the fears are a normal part of the physical experience on our journey, on our path to get and gain and have that which we came for. Your antlers are beautiful. They're strong. You're receiving. You've got all the courage and strength and determination. You could even be known as being stubborn, but it's not stubborn. You're determined with those ram horns. And you've got your weapon, you're focused. It's a bow. You're focused, you're strong, you're determined, you're receiving. The only thing preventing you is to just working through those fears. And through the fear is your desire. So you're a very successful hunter. You could have been, what they're saying is the chief hunter that leads the pack, that organizes them on another timeline, where to go, what to do, teaches the young, a very advanced hunter that knows how to track down things, knows how to get to the animals or whatever it is they're trying to get and track. You have all of that knowledge and expertise from another timeline. It's supporting you and helping you work through your fears to attain your goals in this life. Very beautiful. And I can't ignore all the blue here. So it's about receiving. You're receiving and trusting and receiving that intuition to work through the fears and the doubt. Leader of the tribe. Yes, that's it. Leader of the tribe. A leader of the tribe has done so much work. They've had so much experience. They've conquered so much inner strife. They've learned how to operate and navigate in the physical. Their senses are tuned. Their senses are tuned, and they've learned about how the others also, the deer, the bear, the moose, whatever they're tracking, they know how they are operating as well. So that's also showing how you're very intuitive and also able to connect to your outside world and other animals, people, energies. Thank you, Gina, for that. Great messages, sister. Yes, we are also sisters. I love it. Thank you, Virginia, for holding space for that. Very beautiful. All right, guys. Anybody else? I will tune out. Short and sweet. Thank you for joining me and spending time with me on this Saturday Night Live. Maybe I should tune in. Does Saturday Night Live even run still? I'm not even sure. Yes, it does. Yes, I'm working through major fears. Thank you. You have it, Virginia. You have the courage and the strength and the ability to work through those fears. So that chief, that leader of the tribe is assisting you. You have that energy within you. That is a timeline where you've conquered those fears. So thank you, Virginia, for being here. And as always, anybody watching now or later can always inbox me or private message me if you want to work through anything, anything, guidance, spiritual guidance, encouragement, readings to help you through and work through things. I have some specific readings listed, but you can also make up your own and just get general guidance. All right, guys, may you have an awesome Sunday, Saturday, and moment of now, and I will most likely come on again this weekend. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.